Okay, so this is my bench workout I'm doing today, Saturday afternoon. I'm going to be working up to a near max single with about 90, a little over 90 pounds of chain on there. See how far I get up. Definitely, of course, hopefully do over 3 plates a side. I don't know, might do another like 365 and then the 90 pound of change. I don't know how far I go. I'd estimate my bench max right now for straight weights probably around 430-ish to 440 on it. Not real sure. Just really been struggling on bench getting the work back in because I had issues with my triceps. Of course, tore my triceps and then had surgery. Started to do better, and then I got a lot of calcium deposits in there that caused some pain, and I had to really hold off benching for a while. Now they're doing better. Been doing a lot of rehab on it. Calcium deposits, it's starting to go away, but really they'll take a long time to go away if they ever do on it. But I'm trying different methods on that. But my pain for benching is really subsided, so not having too much of an issue on there. So re-looking at the video, I noticed that my chains aren't loading off the floor, all loading off the floor, so I'm really not getting 90 pounds a side. Not quite sure how much it is, I don't know. Or not 90 pounds a side, 90 pounds total, because they're by 46-ish or so on the scale. I don't know, I could be getting maybe 60 pounds or so, just an estimate, so really not sure. Hard to tell, but chain's not too much important, just getting that extra load up on the top. So obviously this is to add to my bench on the triceps. So how much weight, not quite sure. And a lot of times I'll do my back or lats when I bench. Sometimes I'll move it to a separate day, but didn't get it in. Anyways, started out with my lat pull down I made over there. Now going into strive over here, and I put these fat grips on here just to kind of get a little wider grip, so I'm working my grip as well during it. But right now I got the cam set up so it's heavier at the start and then lighter at the bottom, so I can really get focus in and get that squeeze on there. So I was debating whether to jump up 25 pounds or 50 pounds. I decided to go to 50 pounds to the 365 plus the chains, so I'd become more fresher and have a better chance. That seemed pretty close to my limit, so I'll stop there with the chains. I'll probably experiment with some sets here in a second with the voltra. There's a few things I wanted to do. We're going to be playing with the eccentrics and playing with the chains, or feature on the voltra to see how it feels on there. I got this right here, just gonna take it off and move it, hook it up. And of course you hear me lifting without weight or anything, that just getting to work in here where my youngest daughter is napping, so not blaring music like I normally don't, because I'm in the basement here and you can hear it upstairs, so that's why it's kind of dull and quiet. Now, this is something you can't do with the rack of all-in-one trainers where it got the cable stacks in. Obviously, like, you can't move your cable attachment points to, like, say here, then over here on the rack, or up here, or anywhere you want. So it's one better advantage to having a voltra and a rack instead of one of those cable stack racks. They're price-wise, they're pretty equivalent. Plus, I think it leaves the rack more open, where you can like bench out of here and I squat out of here, and then I can move things around easily if I want. I'm gonna have to get my phone app later for that. Just not sure if it's engaging at the right time and everything, so still working out setup on how to set it up. I'm gonna change it over here and probably end up doing some heavy negatives, so I'll suspend it from the ceiling and try that out. I turn up my eccentric here. I'll start out with like maybe 150 pounds. Turn that off so it's weight's not loaded. Take my strap, center it. Pull down. Just starting out with 2 plates here, something light, but I'll need to add some weights to really make the eccentric go down, because I'm using the weights, the eccentric, and get it right. So this just lifts it so it's lighter on the top, but there's really no weight, so helps me do negatives. First set just to get it going. It's pulling here, so I need to scoot down this way some. And I'm starting to wear out, so that'll probably be it for benching. You can tell I'm done. All right, so this is a setup I have for my tricep works kind of rehab. I got the rep seat here at a slight angle, the voltra here. I'll just set it here. I'm just trying to get some blood flow, work on tendons, so setting it to like 10 pounds here. Gonna turn on chains, so it adds maybe about 4 pounds of chains on here. This really targets the tricep pretty well, so arm flat here, pull down. A lot of times I won't count reps, although I had it set to 10 to unload. I'll have to fix that. Now I gotta remember where the unload is. Let me go to weight training. Oh, here it is, auto unload. So I have it at target reps. I just turn this off. Otherwise it'll sit in there. You have like an adjustment to hold time that'll load, or a certain amount of reps for the auto unload. Now it should be off, but yeah, go back to the weight training. It's flashing. All right. I'll just do 10 reps as I did that on the other side. Okay, so that was pretty much like a warm-up, or some things I do for a tendon. Now, what I like to do here, the isokinetic, though. This is a real good tricep workout here. Let me see what I have. I think I have it set up right. So 0.2 milliseconds out, 0.3 with a mass eccentric of 30 pounds. Seems to do about right for my tricep strength here. So That's where I'll set it here. And basically what it does, it only lets you do like apply your max force out to so you're doing like a max weight that you can at a certain speed on it, and then it cranks it back at a certain resistance back. It works real well for just like a max tricep workout. And the first rep is kind of catching up to it, so you gotta mainly starts working after the second rep here. So I'll do it in there and then just gotta pull it. So the first rep, not doing it, and then it'll come back with the eccentrics. Now it starts to go where I'll try to do as much force as I can. And you have to kind of resist on the way back. So all right, so this is here, and it shows the peak output at 30, and then average is, I don't know, 49 or so, or not, no, that's watts. So 30 pounds max output. It's kind of good. I can compare my sides of my triceps on it just to see how each one's doing too. So I'll go left and right and then compare the peak output. Oh yeah. All right. Oh, and I like this machine or triceps too. Allows you to finish them off pretty well without much elbow pain. One thing I like about the Strive better than the Prime on here, you have a lot more adjustment points. Prime ended up taking them out because they thought that the users weren't using them as much, so they just kind of took out, I don't know, half of them. This actually has like 9 settings on here. You can see the smaller numbers, so I like to fine tune it to where I really want the peak contraction on it, or how much I want to drop off. So this comes in, I really like it. Comes in handy, because I mean, Prime will have like the half sets, but not the quarter sets that the Strive have. So kind of like the Strive with that better. Wish Prime would put that back where they have the fine adjustments to the cam.